Yes, sir. Yeah. Hi everybody, it's boy Praiz, aka Mr. Rich and Famous, aka Man on a Mission, and this is my exclusive on HIPTV. Let's go. Pages, all these faces. Praiz Adejo is a multi-award-winning singer, songwriter, music producer. Your boy next door that loves to play football and just have fun. Yeah. What is that supposed to do? Just cause we're super cool. Growing up, my childhood was interesting, very, very interesting, because I live both lives. When I mean I live both lives, I had seen the good side of life, seen the other side of life. You know, I've lived in different places. I was born in Lagos, but grew up in the north, grew up in Kaduna. Different environments. I had to adapt to different situations, different people. But yeah, my childhood, I must say, was very interesting. I had a good time. Family was great. Childhood was lovely. You know, I don't know. But one thing for sure is, my childhood was worth it. You know. Knowing that my dad is a pastor, growing up, I had no pressure with music. I decided to do because my parents actually believe in their kids, and we know our left from our right, and that's one thing that I really love about my folks. They actually instill confidence, you know, in us. So knowing that we had taken a decision to do what we wanted to do, we had their full blessings, you know, and I'm grateful for that. I'm really grateful for that. There is no other one, no, nah. If I tell you, say my childhood ambition was to be a soccer star. I wanted to play football. I wanted to play for, actually back then, I wanted to play for Ajax of Amsterdam, then Barcelona. But yeah, I wanted to be a soccer star. What you want? Back in the day, Ajax was one of the best clubs. So I mean, we're talking about Patrick Kluivert, we're talking about Lidmanen, we're talking about Kanu, we're talking about Finidi George. It was one of the best clubs, you know. So I mean, if you remember those players, you know that Ajax was a top club. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why I loved Ajax. See the path into my heart. My love for music started in church. I used to play drums. I was a drummer in church, and from there I evolved to being a music producer. But still, I wanted to play football. I was playing football. I was playing grassroots soccer. But moving forward, I got myself in a competition, Project Fame, and for me, I think that's when music took over, because in the show I came third, and I was like, yo, I won 1 million naira back in the day, 2008. 1 million naira was money. I won a car, so I was like, damn, let's switch this way. So I mean, I dumped football for music, and I mean, I don't regret it, because I think it's been a good ride for me. It's been an amazing time for me doing music. Let the world know. First time I sang publicly, I think it was at a competition, funny enough, Star Trek in Kaduna. And it's so funny how that day was actually a weekday service, and I didn't go to church because I was going to perform as a drummer in church. I missed it. My dad was already pissed. So I was at this venue waiting to perform, waiting for my turn to perform. And I mean, I performed. It was time to announce the winners. They were asking the crowd, so is this the winner? Some people say, no. Is this the winner? No. When it got to my turn, everyone said, yeah. So that day, I went back home. I won a TV set, you know, and I mean, I was so excited. I went with my friends, but I mean, I was still scared because I didn't know what my dad was going to say, because I missed church, you know. And when I got home, I was waiting for them, and when he came, he was really pissed. He was upset. So he was like, where were you? I was like, Dad, I had a competition, I had to go sing, and I won a TV. I could just see like his anger just reduce. You know, so yeah, I mean that was an interesting time for me.
Glance, all that I ever want.
More than 10 years after Project Fame, actually, I think more than 12 years, you know, and I mean, I'm grateful to God, grateful to the fans, grateful to the media for your support. I think for me, my secret has been acknowledging my path, you know, and knowing what I represent and what I stand for and kind of music I do, and just sticking to it. And also, I think another secret had been, or is, maintaining relationships with people in industry, and just keeping my head down and staying humble, you know, because sometimes it's not, actually a lot of times it's not even about your talent, you know, it's about how you relate with people on your everyday experience. You know, sometimes you leave a good memory, sometimes you leave like a horrible memory. And for me, I believe building a good relationship with people would actually do good for you in the future, even when things are not really going good for you, you know, and you just need someone to hold you up, you know. And for me, it's just staying humble and sticking to what I know how to do, and surrounding myself with people who tell me the truth.
You got me in my emotions.
Funny enough, I didn't feel offended. I actually looked at it in this light. I looked at it from this angle. You sound like John. And I'm like, that means I can sing on the same stage. I could perform at the same kind of concerts, you know. So for me, it was a good compliment, you know. And but I mean, growing and evolving, you have to own your own self. You know, we have similar vocal dexterities, undoubtedly. Growing up, I listened to a lot of Carl Thomas, Anthony Hamilton, and if you know these guys, you know that you're like, yeah, I can tell where your vocal tone and singing style comes from, you know. So yeah, I mean, we passed that now.
Girl, you know that I want you tonight. Baby, let me love you.
No, it didn't happen. I mean, because if it happened, I'm sure I'd have put out the music by now. I mean, but that was back in the day. That was when I was starting, like 2010-ish, you know.
No one can treat you better.
At some point, I would say R&B fell off. R&B, even till this day, is the foundation of many records, hit records that are out there. One thing I would say is we failed to create an avenue where people can enjoy R&B music, you know, and that's one of the things going forward I'm trying to correct. We did not work as one. Everyone was just being, you know, like, I'm the R&B guy. No, I'm the R&B guy, you know. But I feel if we came together to just create an experience for people who love the kind of music we make, I don't think that perception would be there.
Some people go things say you know go reach.
I think I'm the only artist who started with R&B, and from my first interview till my interview tomorrow, I haven't changed the fact that I say I'm an R&B singer, because I'm an R&B singer. Like, I'm an R&B guy. I'm versatile, quite alright, but if you ask me Praiz, what are you, what kind of artist are you, I'll tell you I'm an R&B artist. So yeah, I am an R&B artist.
Hustle to be free, freedom from poverty.
No, it doesn't worry me, because I mean, when I look at my back ends, I'm making my numbers, people are streaming my music, you know. I grew up to be content, you know, and I also grew up to know that, everyone can accept you, not everyone can like you. You know, when I look at my numbers, my back end, my Spotify, my Apple Music, I mean, I'm having great numbers from Europe, I'm having great numbers from the States. And if my own people are not, if they are not fast enough to catch up with what the world is loving, I mean, it's their business. You know, like, I think I'm past that phase where I need to convince people to love my music. No, you don't have to love my music. If you don't, if you're not in tune with my music, if you don't connect with my music, it's fine. You know, like, so I mean, I make music for the people who love my music, people who understand my music, you know. So like, I'm past that phase of trying to impress people. If I wasn't doing good, I don't think I would be inducted into the Grammy Academy, you know. So like, there are a lot of things, a lot of things, milestones that have happened in my life that if I decided to just focus on, it's the Nigerian people, are the Nigerian people actually sleeping on your son? If I took that to heart, I don't think I'll be making a lot of achievements and milestones on my own, you know. So like, if you connect with the music, great. If you don't connect, it's fine. We move. Not everybody, not everybody like Jesus. So, our people, until people out there say, praise, 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 praise. That's our guy. That's when they now jump on the bandwagon, you know. And unfortunately, that's what it is here, you know. But I'm not, to be honest, I'm not bothered. I think if I was really bothered, I think I'd have stopped music a long time ago. But when I'm doing music, I'm doing good, I'm doing great. I'm not begging anybody for money. Like, God has been good to me, bro. So like, I'm focused on my lane. I respect myself, respect people, and do my thing. You know, life is easy. Controversies. I don't like controversies. If you ask my friends, anything, like, I've had meetings with people where we just say, hey, let's try and do for PR, let's do this, and I'm like, nah, like, I don't like controversies. I try to stay safe, avoid trouble or situations that would amount to being a problematic situation. I just avoid that. I like to just be peaceful. I like to be peaceful. Another reason is I was in a corporate office, and which back in the day I had like the biggest, like, the endorsement was crazy. The money was mad. And these people are saying, yo, one of the reasons why we like you is because you don't have a scandal. And I mean, if the people who are giving you this big bag are telling you they like you because you don't have a scandal, why should I go and look for a scandal? You know, so yeah, I'm not a fan of scandals. I avoid scandals, and I just want to be that guy, that simple guy, without problem, without, this guy is a troublesome guy. This guy is a problem. Nah, it's not my way. My track record speaks for itself, you know. They needed my service, and I mean, it's a great show. It's an amazing show, and I felt, I mean, I give them kudos because I think they know that I bring a certain vibe to the show, and I'm also excited to also be on the show because it's one of the best shows out there, you know. And I'm happy. It's I'm used to it. I mean, I started from Project Fame as a contestant. I went back to the same show as a judge, you know. So like, I'm used to it. Though the format is slightly different, but for me, it's also an opportunity to use your knowledge, because you even I understand more. I know where they're coming from. I can relate to them even more because I've been on that side, and now I'm on this side. So I can relate to them and give them the best advices that would help them in their music career. And I'm excited about it, and I want to use this opportunity to also help people and just get them to where they can get to be. I think it has always been a great time to be a Nigerian artist, to be honest. There's just more light shown. Because I mean, I remember back in the day when Stupid Song, for those who know Stupid Song, Bears featuring myself, it was the first song to be on BET 106 & Park, and it was history for Nigerian music. It was history for African music. But I'm happy now that it has more respect and more acceptance, you know. So yeah, I mean, I've always felt it was always good to be a Nigerian. It was always a good time to be a Nigerian artist or to be an African artist, because I mean, like we're good at what we do, you know, and anywhere we step into, there's that difference, you know. But I'm happy that now the acceptance is even more, and it's more global. I've always been best of both worlds, you know, but I mean, one was more pronounced, you know, and I mean, I'm a lover boy. I'm a lover boy. You can't take. How do they say? You can't take the man out of the village, but you can't take the village out of the man. Something like that, sir. But yeah, that's me. I'm a lover boy. No matter where I go, even if I go to the streets, I'm still a lover boy in the streets. Yeah, trying to create that balance, though. Yeah.
Just to make you stay, you'll take my heart if you walk away.
Biggest lesson for me throughout my career. Humility is a virtue. That's one. Patience is a virtue also. Believing in yourself is underrated. You know, it's highly underrated, especially when you're good at what you do. These are lessons I actually have learned, and building relationships and keeping relationship is not easy in this our industry. I can tell you that for a fact. But I can tell you that maintaining relationships have helped me also in my career, because I mean, there are times where I didn't really put out music for a long time. Like, I was quiet for a while, and I decided to come back and put out music. And because of the relationship I had built with people, you know, like it was just so easy, you know. So I've learned to, with this my career span, I've learned to hold on to relationships dearly, not because of what I can get from them, but because it should be genuine, because we are all human, you know. Like, I'm not better than anybody else, you know. And I mean, these are just few lessons I've learned in my career. You know, talent also is underrated. That's what I've learned. The relationship didn't work out. I thought that was going to be like my, you know, when you're in a relationship and you just feel like, now this one ain't go, this is the one. But it didn't work out, and I was really emotionally invested, so like it got to me. The video is a plot twist. Her name is not Folashade. I think it would be very petty if I use her name, so yeah. But when the time is right, I mean, we're looking. And I'll call it success because I'm successful. My career is at least 12 years. And I mean, when I put out music, I mean, it might not be on your top Niger 100, which is, we all know, is doctored, and everyone is using the streaming farm. But when I look at my numbers, like, I can tell that, I'm doing great, you know. And I call it success because my music has saved people's lives. I get messages, I get letters from people telling me about how my music has saved them from committing suicide. And for me, that means the world to me, even more than getting sales from music, because I'm a very passionate person when it comes to my music, and when I record a song, I record from my heart. I like to record genuinely. I want to believe what I'm singing personally, you know. So when I go into the studio, I like to record songs that I personally can relate to, and I say success because, like, my songs have changed people's lives for the better. It has changed my life, beyond hype. I've achieved milestones that people who have hype in our industry haven't even smelled. So, like, I'm great, and I don't owe it to myself, I owe it to God for His mercies, for His grace. I also owe it to the fans who are behind me, who support me. When I put out music, they listen to my music and are inspired by my music. So yeah, my life will be success. One day I will tell a story about my life, about the things that have happened that I never told people and I never put on the blogs. At the right time it would happen, but I would title my life, my career, as success. Hey guys, your boy Praiz. It's been a great time sharing this amazing moment with you, and I hope you enjoyed watching and listening to this interview. Make sure you stay tuned. Keep your TV tuned to HIPTV, and we shall catch up again. Your boy Praiz. Peace out. Love ya.